Hello all, and welcome to the latest in our In My Vineyard series, bringing you interviews from vineyards and wineries around the world. Today we're going on a transatlantic journey, hooking up with Domaine Bousquet in Argentina. I'm Andrew Catchpole, editor of Harpers Wine and Spirit, and I'm joined by Domaine Bousquet's chief winemaker, Rodrigo Serrano, and the head agronomist, Franco Bastias, who are among the vines in Mendoza, and as we'll see with the ever-present magnificent Andes as a backdrop. Now I'm going to let Rodrigo and Franco do most of the talking. But first, a quick word on the vision behind Domaine Bousquet and what sets it apart from other organic and sustainable wineries. When owners Labid and Anne Alamiri set about this project, one of the attractions of the site for their future vineyard in Tupungato was that it was pretty much an undeveloped rural backwater. For Labid, who runs a highly successful organic and sustainably focused import and distribution company, wine distribution company in the States, this was a major plus. It meant that from the very beginning, the Labids could take a holistic approach to the project, going beyond simply organic and sustainable viticulture from the get-go. It also meant creating the framework for economic sustainability for the surrounding community, in a vision that the Labids describe as 360-degree sustainability. They've done some absolutely amazing work there actually with the community, and it's worth looking into a little bit more on the website actually about that work. Fast forward to today, and following this pioneering commitment to organic viticulture and sustainability, Domaine Bousquet is in an enviable position to lead the charge with consumers. Why so? Well, let's just think about it for a moment. All the ingredients are there. You've got Malbec, which continues to resonate powerfully with consumers. It's being nurtured in the dry, disease-resistant Mendoza climate, which favours quality organic production. And all this chimes with the ever-growing trend towards more mindful and healthy consumption, towards organic, towards sustainability. Both people thinking of themselves and what they put inside of them, but also thinking more widely about the general health of the planet. It's a pretty good story. And now I think it's time to let Rodrigo and Franco pick it up from there. So first up, hi Rodrigo, hi Franco, how are you doing? So Franco, let's begin. Got a few questions lined up for both of you. Let's start with a description of where you're standing. What's so special about the specific vineyard site that you're in? Over to you.
Hello, my name is Franco Bastias. I'm the agronomist of Domaine Bousquet. Here we are in Uco Valley, in our own vineyard in Guadalajara. This is a special place for the organic production because it gives to us the possibility to create great grapes with the potential that we are looking for.
Excellent. So, why in your own words, Franco, is organic so important to Domaine Bousquet's vision?
Domaine Bousquet has a clear vision of the organic production that match perfectly with the terroir that we are here in Guadalajara. The condition of climate and terroir give to us the possibility to develop this type of grapes.
And why is Mendoza so well placed to tap into organic?
Here in Mendoza we have a special climate that, linked with a special arid terroir, give to us the opportunity to produce an organic production associated with top quality wines.
Okay, that's great. So how does that translate into viticultural practices? Can you actually show us what this means in the vineyard?
We have two important topics to manage in the vineyards in Guadalajara. First of all, we have to manage the irrigation system. Here we use a drop-by-drop system that makes to us the opportunity to challenging with a resource that is really important in Mendoza, like water. And the second topic that we have to manage here in this type of vineyards is the avoid of using of pesticides. For that, we can replace them with organic products that preserves the environment and the whole ecosystem.
And can we sort of see, or do you see a real sort of discernible difference between conventionally grown grapes and organically farmed grapes?
The difference between conventional grapes and organic grapes is that the first ones are allowed to use pesticides. And in organic production, we are not allowed to use it. So for that situation, we have to replace them with an organic product that benefits the environment and the ecosystem, giving to us an organic, sustainable production.
Okay, great. And what about altitude? Does altitude have any effect in this sort of equation between organic viticulture and the way the grapes sort of ripen, the quality of fruit they produce?
The altitude in Yucca Valley produces a higher thermal amplitude. A higher thermal amplitude produces in the vines the possibility to increase the concentrations of flavors and food assimilates that are preserved during the cold nights.
And then what are the difference between organic and biodynamic? I think consumers have got a pretty good handle on what organic actually is and means. What part does that play in biodynamic? How far down a biodynamic path are you? Is that somewhere that you've gone or are going?
The biodynamic production makes focus in the idea of an integrated ecosystem, paying important attention to the biodiversity, including the movement of the moon, the stars, the cosmos, and integrated that with the fauna and flora that we have here in Yucca Valley, integrating ourselves.
Excellent, thank you. And right, I think let's move over to Rodrigo, so we can talk a little bit about the winemaking side. So what happens to all that precious fruit once it leaves parts company with the vine and comes into the winery? So Rodrigo, what difference does an organic philosophy make to the winemaking process, both in terms of the quality of fruit that you have to work with, and are there kind of additional considerations in the winery?
My name is Rodrigo Serrano. I am a chef winemaker at Domaine Bousquet. The organic process is 100% preventive. As you know, the health of the fruit is the most important thing for us. So we have a strict control during the full process from the vineyard to the bottle.
Excellent. Well, I think it might be a good time, sort of appetite whetted a little, or a lot. Could you perhaps introduce us to some of your wines and say how they sort of illuminate the points that we've discussed today? So introduce us to what it is that actually ends up in the bottle, in the glass, from all that sort of hard work that's gone before. I should probably say sort of focused work.
Here in Domaine Bousquet, we have different lines and brand. We started with Domaine Bousquet Premium, continues with Reserve, and our Icon Grand. But we have other brands like Gaia, Chameleon, Virgin, and Ameri, which represented the different part of the history of the family.
So I'm interested in your view. How much further down the organic path can Argentina go collectively? I mean, obviously, Bousquet being a pioneer. What further potential is there for Argentina to perhaps become a sort of a leader in organic viticulture? As I think I said at the beginning of the interview, with the fantastic calling card of Malbec, with its popularity sort of behind that.
I think Argentina and Mendoza have a long way to go with the organic philosophy. Domaine Bousquet is a pioneer in the organic revolution in Argentina, so I think we have an advantage in the market with this. So every winery, so a lot of wineries are working in the conversion to the conventional to organic philosophy and use our history for supply this idea.
And yeah, one more question for me, Rodrigo. Can you tell us a little bit more about Virgin, how it differentiates from the rest of your portfolio?
Okay, Virgin is like my baby. Virgin started with me in 2018, was a first harvest. And when I started with Virgin was a crazy idea because we didn't have experience with no other sulfate wine. And year by year we are improving in the process of Virgin. And now I can tell you the Virgin is an amazing wine. It's 100% non-intervention wine. And the fruit in the wine is a more pure fruit, I tasted in some wines in the world.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Rodrigo, and thank you very much, Franco, for a really insightful and quite sort of inspiring look, both in the vineyard and then talking about the winemaking. I certainly learned a lot. I hope you, the audience out there, have enjoyed the session and it's whetted your appetite for more Argentine wine, more Malbec, and more organic wine. Yeah, really appreciate that, and it's been a great In My Vineyard session. It's not quite over there in the sense that we have a follow-up webinar, which I'm very much looking forward to, which is going to be very much more business focused. And that's taking place on Tuesday, the 29th of June. I'll actually be joined by Labid from Domaine Bousquet, and then I've got a fantastic panel lined up from primarily UK trade, both on and off trade, to discuss unlocking the full potential of organic sales. So say Tuesday 29th of June, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m, and there will soon be details on harpers.co.uk, so look out for that, and we will be mailing all of our regular readers and newsletter receivers with information about that as well. So that's great. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been a real pleasure, and look forward to seeing you soon, and hopefully seeing you in person soon. All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks all of us for joining us in this special day, cloudy day, and the start of the winter. And I expect that we can see you really soon.
Thanks for your time, and I want to leave open the door for you visit our winery in Argentina, and I want to share with you a last glass of Grand Malbec directly from the barrel. So take me time for take the sample from the barrel, and I want to show you the natural color directly to the barrel. So thank again, and see you soon. Cheers.